Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Poets Corner. Yes, and I'm your host, Ben Wustenberg, here on BTC-TV Channel 13 in Vancouver. that was an introduction, eh? I keep adding to it, making things up, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading from Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. It is Canto the First, and it is stanza 14. And I'm just going to read it and get it over with, and then I might have a bit of a surprise for later. I won't tell you because that'll ruin the surprise. So here we go. On, on the vessel flies, the land is gone, and winds are rude in Biscay's sleepless bay. 4 days are sped, but with the fifth anon new shores descried make every bosom gay, and Cintra's mountains greet them on their way, and Tagus dashing onward to the deep his fabled golden tribute bent to pay, and soon on board the Lucian pilots leap, and steer twixt fertile shores, where yet few rustics reap. O Christ, it is a goodly sight to see what heaven hath done for this delicious land, what fruits of fragrant blush on every tree, what goodly prospects o'er the hills expand. But man would mar them with an impious hand, and when the Almighty lifts his fiercest scourge against those who most transgress his high command, with treble vengeance will his hot shafts urge Gaul's locust host, and earth from fellest foeman purge. What beauties doth Lisboa first unfold, her image floating on that noble tide, which poets vainly pave with sands of gold, but now whereon 1,000 keels did ride, of mighty strength, since Albion was allied, and to the Lucians did her aid afford. A nation swoln with ignorance and pride, who lick yet loathe the hand that waves the sword to save them from the wrath of Gaul's unsparing lord. But whoso entereth within this town, that sheening far celestial seems to be, disconsolate will wander up and down, midst many things unsightly to strange ye, for hut and palace show like filthily. The dingy denizens are reared in dirt, ne personages of high or mean degree doth care for cleanness, or surtout or shirt, though shent of Egypt's plagues, unkempt, unwashed, unhurt. Poor paltry slaves, yet born midst noblest scenes, why, nature, waste thy wonders on such men. Lo, Cintra's glorious Eden intervenes in variegated maze of mound and glen. Ah me, what hand can pencil guide, or pen to follow half on which the eye dilates, through views more dazzling unto mortal ken, than thou, whereof such things the bard relates, who to the awestruck world unlocked Elysium's gates. Well, there you are. I managed to do that, and I'm going to do something a little bit more challenging. I've got the big book, and I've got a page marked, more than a page. Yes, this is Shakespeare. And no, I'm not very good at Shakespeare, but I once saw somebody read a sonnet. Well, I heard them too. And I thought, hey, I think I can do that. So let's see if I can. This is sonnet number 1 from Billy Shakespeare. My kind of like, I like him guy because he's kind of cool. So I'm going to try and read sonnet number 1, and I'm going to try and not kill it. So here we go. From fairest creatures we desire increase, that thereby beauty's rose might never die, but as the riper should by time decease, his tender air might bear his memory. But thou, contracted to thine own bright eyes, feed'st thy light's flame with substantial fuel, making a famine where abundance lies, thyself thy foe, to thy sweet self too cruel, that thou art now the world's fresh ornament, and only herald to the gaudy spring. Within thine own bud buryest thy content, and, tender curl, makest waste in niggarding pity to the world, or else this glutton be to eat the world's due by the grave and thee. Wow. How did you do? How did I do? I'm going to just read one a week, and that'll take me 3 years. 3 years. Like, what the hell? So, anyways, I'm going to start my live chat. I'm putting it behind the paywall. By the way, I'm putting this behind the paywall too, but you already know that because you're there. The other people reading it, they don't know that. It's a surprise. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to try and keep them 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to, bore you with my talk because, I do talk endlessly. And yes, we had lobster last night. It was our New Year's dinner, a tradition. My son, my daughter, my son-in-law, my sister-in-law, my wife, and myself. We picked up the lobsters in the afternoon, and we picked up some prawns to go with it, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. We even had an ordeal in which my sister-in-law choked, and my son-in-law rescued her, literally gave her the Heimlich. We were just wondering what was going on. Well, I thought she was just joking instead of choking, and there you are, right? If it weren't for my son-in-law, I would have just still thought she was joking instead of choking. Anyways, it was it's all good. Everybody's good now. It's good in the hood. And so then we will be celebrating my son's birthday next week. Exactly on Thursday. Yes, the 8th. And he will be, oh my God, he's going to be 40. I find that hard to believe that I have a son who is now 40 years old. Like, holy smokes. Yeah, well, there you are. My friends all have children that are that age, so it's about time that we did, I guess. We're the younger of the two, or the fourth, or whatever we are. I can't even remember how many there are. Yes. So, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to say arrivederci, ciao for now. I will see you next week. Same bat time and at the same bat channel. Okay. Ciao for now.